Hi everybody, and thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be testing some thermometers. Several different kinds, 3 different digital thermometers, 1 analog instant read thermometer, and this is just to see how close they are to accurate. If you've never done this with any of your thermometers which you use for smoking, grilling, things like that, you're going to want to do this occasionally, or especially when you first start using them to see how far off they are. Now, if doing this, we're going to need those thermometers. We're going to need a pot of water, which we're going to get to boiling. You're also probably going to need a good glove to hold the thermometers over the boiling water, or some tongs, because sometimes it gets really hot and the glove doesn't do enough. So let's get started. Okay, so once you are at a full rolling boil like this, you're going to want to maintain that. So you have to keep the heat going. You can't just boil it and turn it off. Water at sea level boils at around 212 degrees. And I'm approximately at sea level, so this should be 212 within a degree or two. I usually shoot for within 4 or 5 degrees. If it's that, it's good enough for me. But you want to get it as close as possible. If you're at a different altitude, I'm sure there are conversion charts online which will tell you what it should be boiling at, what temperature at your altitude. But we're at 212 here, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm first going to be testing this digital meat thermometer. This is one of the first ones I ever had. I only use it now for chamber temperature. Like I'll put it in the electric smoker chamber to see what the chamber temperature is. I don't really use it for the meat anymore, but I still want it to be accurate. So let's go ahead and see what we find out here. Just want to slide the probe into the boiling water. So our temperature is rising. 171, 180, 192. What we want it to do is top out at right around 212. 208, 210, 212. So I would call this one accurate. It's hitting 212 and the alarm on it's going off because it's set for 212. It's within 2 degrees of 212, so I will call this one accurate. All right, the next one I'm going to test is the thermometer that I do use to measure internal temperature of meats that I'm cooking on the smoker or the grill. So this one's kind of important. I've tested it before and it was rock solid 212. Let's see if that's changed. It was about 3 or 4 months ago when I last tested it. I'm going to use the tongs to hold this probe. It's getting hot over there. 190, 208, 212. All right, so this one is still looking rock solid on 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to call this one accurate. All right, the next one I'm testing is the instant read thermometer that I have, probe at the end. So this one we're going to hold over. It's going to get a little warm, I can promise you that, and see how well we do. Let's see how this one does. 212, 212.2, 212.4. We're rock solid 212 on this one. Now finally, we're going to test the instant read analog thermometer here to see how accurate it is. This one I am going to hold with the tongs again because it's going to get very hot directly over the boiling water. I'm not sure about this one. I haven't used this one in ages. It was in the drawer. I decided let's give this one a try. It's fogging up immediately. Try and clear it off so we can get a read here. 200. And it's holding at 200. So this looks like it's about 10 to 12 degrees low, which doesn't surprise me for an old analog type. Yeah, it's holding. You can see that rock steady right at 200, just slowly going down. So that's all there is to it. Just get yourself a pot of boiling water, some tongs or gloves, and test your thermometer. See how accurate they are. By testing those, I know that all 3 of my digital thermometers are rock solid. Right around 212, they hit boiling water. Now, it doesn't always mean they're going to be 100% accurate at every other temperature, but they're going to be close. The old analog one, not very accurate. And also, when I tested the analog thermometers that I put on my Oklahoma Joe's Highland offset smoker, the one that came with the unit was rock solid, right on 212 and boiling water. The one that I added, which was the identical model to the one that was included, I purchased it separately, it was about 10 degrees low. It hits 202 for boiling water. So I know that that thermometer on the right side of my cooking chamber is 10 degrees low. Now, those are not the most critical thermometers to that smoker. I prefer to use the digital thermometer at grate level, which I've also calibrated and is rock solid at 212. So I hope this helped you a little bit if you're wondering about checking your thermometers and how to do it. Super simple. If you've never done it before, boil some water, stick the probes in there and see what they read. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.